Yoriichi's journey took him through countless villages, forests, and mountains. Each step was a reminder of his isolation. The Demon Slayer Core had once been his home, a place where he fought alongside comrades who shared his mission. But now, he walked alone, his only companions the memories of those he had lost and the guilt that gnawed at his soul. One evening, as he rested beneath a towering oak tree, Yoriichi found himself staring at the setting sun. The sky was painted in hues of orange and red, a sight that always reminded him of his sun-breathing technique. It was a gift he had been born with, a power that made him unparalleled in battle. Yet, it was also a curse, a constant reminder of the responsibility he carried. He closed his eyes and let out a slow breath. In the stillness, he could almost hear the voices of those he had failed to save. Among them was his brother, Michikatsu. The memory of their final encounter haunted him. Michikatsu, once a man of honor, had become a demon, consumed by jealousy and a desire for power. Yoriichi had been unable to save him, and that failure weighed heavier on his heart than any demon's blade. Days turned into weeks, and Yoriichi's path led him to a desolate wasteland. The land was barren, the air thick with the stench of death. He had heard whispers of a powerful demon lurking in the area, one that had slaughtered entire villages without remorse. As he ventured deeper into the wasteland, Yoriichi felt a familiar presence. A demonic aura so strong it sent shivers down his spine. He tightened his grip on his blade and prepared for battle. The demon emerged from the shadows, its form grotesque and monstrous. Its eyes glowed with a sinister light, and its voice was a guttural growl. Yoriichi Tsugikuni, it sneered, the legendary demon slayer. I've heard stories about you. They say you're the strongest. But even you couldn't save your own brother, could you? Yoriichi's expression remained calm, but the demon's words struck a nerve. He said nothing, his focus unwavering. The demon laughed, a sound that echoed through the wasteland. You're a failure, Yoriichi. You couldn't protect your family, and now you wander the earth like a ghost. What's the point of your strength if you can't save those who matter most? For a brief moment, Yoriichi's resolve wavered. The demon's words echoed his own thoughts, the doubts that plagued him in his darkest moments. But then, he remembered the faces of the innocent, the villages he had saved, the lives he had protected. His mission was not just about atonement. It was about ensuring no one else suffered as he had. The demon lunged, its claws slashing through the air with terrifying speed. Yoriichi dodged effortlessly, his movements fluid and precise. He activated his sun breathing, the blade igniting with a fiery glow that illuminated the wasteland. Ninth form, Dragon Sun Halo Head Dance. The demon's eyes widened as Yoriichi's blade descended, a blazing arc of fire that cut through its defenses. The demon screamed, its body disintegrating into ash. But even in its final moments, it laughed. You may have defeated me, Yoriichi, but you'll never escape your past. Your brother's shadow will follow you forever. Yoriichi sheathed his blade, his expression unreadable. The demon's words lingered in the air, a bitter reminder of the burden he carried. He turned and walked away, the wasteland silent once more. As Yoriichi continued his journey, he came across a small village nestled in a valley. The air was filled with the sounds of laughter and the bustling activity of daily life. Children playing, merchants calling out to customers, and farmers tending to their fields. It was a stark contrast to the desolation he had grown accustomed to. Yoriichi stood at the edge of the village, his crimson hari blending with the autumn leaves. He watched silently, his sharp eyes taking in every detail. The villagers moved about with ease, their faces free of fear. There were no whispers of disappearances, no signs of demonic presence. This village was safe, and Yoriichi felt a quiet sense of fulfillment. A young boy ran past, chasing a wooden hoop with a stick. He stumbled and fell near Yoriichi, scattering pebbles across the path. Yoriichi knelt down and picked up the hoop, handing it back to the boy without a word. The boy looked up at him, wide-eyed. "Thank you, mister," the boy said, his voice bright and cheerful. "Are you a traveler?" Yoriichi nodded once, his expression calm but unreadable. The boy tilted his head, curious. "You're really quiet," the boy observed. "But you seem nice. Are you staying in the village?" Yoriichi shook his head. "No," he said simply, his voice low and steady. "I am just passing through." The boy grinned. "Well, if you're hungry, my mom makes the best dumplings in the village. You should try them." Yoriichi's lips curved into the faintest hint of a smile. It was so subtle that the boy almost missed it. "Thank you," Yoriichi said, "but I must keep moving." The boy shrugged, unfazed. "Okay, safe travels, mister." As the boy ran off, Yoriichi stood and watched the village for a moment longer. The sight of people living their lives without fear, children playing, families working together, elders sharing stories, filled him with a quiet warmth. This was why he fought. This was why he endured the loneliness and the weight of his past. He turned and walked away, his footsteps silent against the dirt path. The villagers didn't know his name, nor did they need to. They would never know the battles he had fought to keep them safe, and that was how he preferred it. Yoriichi was not a man who sought recognition or gratitude. His reward was the peace he saw in their faces, the laughter that echoed through the valley. As he disappeared into the horizon, the sun cast a golden glow over the village, a symbol of the hope he carried with him. Yoriichi's journey was far from over, but in that moment, he allowed himself a rare sense of contentment. The world was still full of darkness, but here, in this small corner of it, the light shone brightly.